Hey guys, welcome to the Bird's Nest. Well, Jackson Dart had his NFL debut today, and what a debut it was. But before we get started, please like, comment, and subscribe for your NFL recaps, news, and gossip. Shout out to Jackson Dart. If you know me, you know I got a soft spot for rookie quarterbacks. Because they're fearless. The ones that get out there and be successful, the Jaden Daniels of the world, the Bo Nixes, although he's struggling right now. I have a great deal of respect for them when they prove that they have the composure to play in the NFL. And Jackson Dart did just that today. Was the game perfect? No. There's some room for growth, but it was his first NFL regular season game. And he got, I know he got one rushing touchdown. I know he got that. He got one rushing touchdown, and he got one passing touchdown. He did something. I don't even know what happened. I didn't look back to find out what happened and why Russ had to come in the game and be sacked immediately. But anyway, whatever happened, Russ got sacked, got out. Dart came back. There was a period of time where he wasn't as productive. They were playing the undefeated Chargers, and the Chargers were kind of giving them a run for their money. But the defense did their thing. You know what? Let me let that take us into some stats. Let's get into some stats. All right, we had Jackson Dart, 13 completions for 20 attempted passes. Russell Wilson, he did one attempt and one completion for 8 yards. And he did get sacked. I saw that myself. I'll tell you what. Scatterboo and Jackson Dart have a connection. And I think they said they're besties. They have a connection. So, rushing yards, we got Scatterboo 25 carries for 79 yards. Jackson, 10 carries for 55 yards. So he's doing it on the ground and he's doing it in the air. Very impressed with the rookie. Devin Singletary, 7 carries for 28 yards. Not a terrible day for the run game for the Giants. They did all right. Receivers, let's see what we got on the receivers, because I keep complaining that they never throw the ball anymore. Jackson, he did get the one passing touchdown, but let's see what we got. And I don't know these guys. Darius Slayton, 3 receptions for 44 yards. It doesn't tell us about attempted targets, but that's okay. Malik Neighbors, 2 receptions for 20 yards, and I haven't heard back yet. I'm still waiting to hear on him, but they're thinking he tore his ACL. But it looks like, they don't have a lot in the receiver department. That look like it's a short list compared to other teams I looked at today. Theo Johnson, 3 receptions for 17 yards. Wandale Robinson, 3 receptions for 14 yards. Daniel Bellinger, 1 reception for 13 yards. These guys had a solid game. And then Scatterboo, 2 receptions for 11 yards. Now on defense, let me see. What? Defense. Am I looking at the wrong team? Where's the high draft pick? Okay. I know for a fact. Oh, there he is, Abdul Carter. What? They got Abdul Carter down for one tackle. These Google stats are not always right. I do know that. So I don't think that's right. That Abdul only had one tackle. I don't believe that's correct. But Cordell Flott, they have him down for 5. Brian Burns, 4. Um, yeah, okay. So defense on both sides, they kept the game relatively low scoring. 18 for the Chargers and 21 for the Giants. Um, it was a good game because they were going blow for blow. Jackson got that early touchdown, and then the Chargers, were sometimes looking like a good team, and they put some points on the board, a couple of touchdowns. They both ran in for the 2-point conversion and were successful. So it was just a very competitive game, and I was very impressed with Jackson's composure. Daboll got lucky. Because I think he might have something on his hands. They look to me like they got some pieces they're going to need. They're going to need some wide receivers. I don't see a lot of wide receivers on there, but I'm not familiar with their team. So really, I don't even know the people's positions. I'm just going based on the number of catches. I'm assuming that if you caught it, either you're a tight end or a wide receiver. I know in one case the running back did catch some, but let's see. I'm going to keep watching them going forward because I got my rookie quarterback. I don't play about my rookie quarterbacks. I support them. So I'll definitely be watching and recapping the Giants going forward to see how Jackson does. But I only expect it to get better. I don't expect it to get worse. But then again, you never know. Look at Jordan Love and C.J. Stroud. And even Michael Penix, but Michael Penix won today. I might need to do a whole wrap-up later on some of the other games. The Washington Commanders lost to the Falcons today. So that's a good win for Michael Penix. He needed that because, he was struggling coming out the gate. Let me see if I can find out about the Broncos, what's going on. Because they've been struggling also. Oh, yeah. They don't play. They play tomorrow. Broncos play tomorrow against the Bengals. So let's see how. That's a game you can win. I'll tell you who else struggled today, and people are starting to think that. Well, some people are starting to think that he's a bust, and others are just like, wow, he just really has no team around him. And that's Cam Ward. They got another loss, so they are 0-4. They had 0 points. Cam's really struggling. Let's see who else won today so far. Let me do a refresh, although I think this thing refreshes on its own. Let me see. Patriots beat the Dookie snot out of my Panthers. Everybody does. I wanted us to get Shador. The league thought they knew better. I think they all thought remember going into this season, they said that there were like 11 elite quarterbacks coming out of college in 2026. And I guess they all thought they were going to get somebody from there. Yeah. Who told y'all that? Where did that even come from? Who told them that 2026 had all these elite quarterbacks? Where did they get it from? They just started saying it. It's so weird. It has proven to not be true. I'm not seeing even not one quarterback in the 2026 class 4 weeks in, actually 5 weeks in, being referred to as him. It might be a non-quarterback getting the Heisman Trophy this year. Probably. I guess I can tell y'all. Let's see. Seahawks beat the Cardinals 23-20. Steelers beat the Vikings, who the Browns play next week. Steelers beat them 24-21. So Aaron Rodgers doing his little thing. I think, what are they? I think they're 3-1 with old behind Aaron. Flacco ain't Aaron. And never was. Never was Aaron. All right. I already told you that the Falcons beat the Commanders 34-27. You already know. Well, if you saw my last recap. Oh, y'all. Current recap. The Giants beat the Chargers 21-18. The Texans finally won a game. I don't know how many games they won. Yeah, this is their first win. This is the Texans' first win. Beat the Titans 26-0. Eagles beat the Buccaneers 31-25. Buccaneers, they were having a very good season, if I recall correctly. Patriots beat the Panthers 42-13. Bills beat the Saints 31-19. You know, I'm supposed to be paying attention to the Bills. Too many games come on at 1 o'clock. I can't keep up with all of them because I would like to have watched the Bills to see how my Keon was doing. And then if you need to know the score, well, you don't care about the scores going on right now because by the time you see this video, those games will be over. So that's what has happened so far. There was like a 9 o'clock game or something like that. That's what's happened so far with the 1 o'clock games today. And Jackson Dart had a beautiful debut. I'm so happy for him. And hopefully that will tell the Browns in particular, and maybe even other teams that could use a quarterback if the Browns are willing to let Shedeur go, it will tell the Browns that they can put their rookies in. They could put Shedeur in, guys. Again, I told y'all last week I'm going to stop being fake with the Dillon Gabriel thing. I already know Dillon's not him. I already knew it already. But the Browns are showing it by continuing to play Flacco. And then in the garbage time that they put Dillon out there, he just does one handoff check down. He threw the ball. He attempted to throw it and threw it away today. It was an incompletion. And then he was off the field for the rest of the game. So he had three snaps. 3 snaps in and out. And there was nothing impressive about it. Nothing like Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart showed me today he's an NFL quarterback. Dillon has yet to show me that. Shedeur showed me just fine in the Panthers game. And I think that he could be just as good with the regular 1s and 2s. And I think he could certainly have more success with the wide receivers. I'm not going to make it about Shedeur. But that's my Giants-Chargers recap. Oh, and I don't know what was going on with the Chargers today because they were undefeated and they had this beautiful drive. Oh, my God. Just one first down after the next. First down. Got all the way down there and couldn't score in the red zone. Wound up getting a field goal. What a waste of a beautiful drive. So they just couldn't get it together today. So, they lost to the Giants. And we'll see how it goes going forward because any given Sunday, anything can happen. So we don't know what means what. You got to put some games together to see what you're working with. Now, we don't put some games together on Flacco and we see what we're working with. It's time for him to go. And if Dillon can't step up, there's no crime in jumping Shador over him. If Shador earns the job, if he has earned the job in practice, go on, put him in. You see what Jackson did? It can be done. Rookies who are ready to play are ready to play. Some of them, of course, it could take some more time and they got to develop and all this and that. It's happened in the past. As far as I know, they've given me many examples of quarterbacks that didn't start as rookies, maybe not even their whole rookie season. I think they said Patrick Mahomes was like that. I think they said like he played the last game of his rookie season, something like that. But they did see him balling out on the scout team. The same thing I think that they're seeing with Shador. So, that's my recap. I'm so proud of Jackson Dart. And I think that he made an argument for getting rid of Flacco. The rookies, if the rookie is him, he can get out there and do it. And if you got a rookie and you know he's not him, then you need to go to the next person. That's that on that. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your football Sunday. And if your team plays later, good luck to them. Or if they're playing right now, good luck to them. Have a good one. And don't forget, please like, comment, and subscribe. Mwah.